Hey, it's your brother VANSILK. Not in my house. Thank you, Grandwizzard Theodore. Not in my house tonight. My special guest will be Donald D. Crime Syndicate. This is going to be a good night tonight on Not in My House with VANSILK. I want to say a few things before I get started. And making an announcement tonight. I'm glad people are joining in. Y'all have to excuse me because I'm working off my phone and I have to keep putting the glasses down because the old eyes ain't working. I'm waiting for Donald D to come in. And hope he has a good signal. Theodore, me and you still, we got an interview we still got to do, Theodore. So you need to get your joint together. Don't think I'm going to let you off easy. The Grandwizzard Theodore. I'm not letting you off easy, brother. We still got an interview to do. Plus, I got to talk to you about something else anyway. I called you in the morning, but you know how you be. You don't call a brother back. You on the airplane, you flying planes, you DJing, Scratch Academy, everything. Happy birthday to Mean Gene, Grandwizzard Theodore, older brother. He turned 67 years old. Mean Gene, I told you that you was older than me in Flash. Gene always say, nah, me, you're Flash the same age. No, we're not. You older than us. Donald D, get your signal right, baby boy. I'm inviting you in. Get it right, homie. Get that Italy signal going. I would like to say, Happy New Year to everybody. I like to say why Donald D can't join. I'm starting to get real pissed off about right now. I'm not going to log off. Why Donald can't join because Donald is in the U.S. Follow me, Donald. I don't know why Donald G can't log in. I had the same problem with the Grandwizzard Theodore. My brother, you need to get that play school phone fixed, man. Get that play school phone fixed.
All right, so then I'm gonna do it without the headphones because I thought it would have been a better sound, but I'll do it without. Okay.
Okay, well, hold on a second.
Play phone.
I got my brother, the legendary Donald D, sitting here. Yeah. But I like to say to everybody that's championing on tonight in this discussion and conversation with my brother. As you know, my platform is Not in My House with VANSILK on YouTube and on Instagram. And we also have Sparky D, Hip Hop Hallelujah. We have MC Chan Chronicles. We got my girl Claudia Jordan, Life with Claudia Jordan. We have Melly Melly Scorpio YouTube channel. And we have my brother DJ K Slade, Street Sweeper TV, Straight Stunting TV magazine channel. But I want to say tonight, I just did an interview this week with
the hip hop gangster.
And tonight with Donald D will be my second interview that I'm doing this year, my legendary brother from the Bronx. And I had a conversation with my brother Chuck D because Chuck D been trying to get me on his platform, Hip Hop Guards and Rap Station, for the last couple of years. So as of tonight, not only will this be a Not in My House with VANSILK on YouTube, it's now going to be part of Hip Hop Guards, rapstation.com. And this basically is the official first segment that will be
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all in the family.
With my baby brother, Donald D from the Rhyme Syndicate.
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be on the show finally, man.
Now, listen, I don't like doing this.
Okay.
We got 50 minutes. And the last time I was trying to get this brother in, hopefully he got his phone fixed.
Grandwizzard.
What up? What up? What up?
Theodore.
DJ call him the incredible and the king that's on the team. You said Theodore touched it twice tonight. That's why that man's so mean.
Salute,
my brother.
Congratulations.
What's up, Theodore?
Congratulations, VANSILK. Congratulations to you, man. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah.
But hold on, Donald. 5-6 months ago, I was trying to get Theodore on to do an interview for like a whole hour. I couldn't get this brother on. Like, yo, I can't.
I got it. I got it. I got it right. I got it right now. I got it right. I got it right.
There you go.
Well, this is Donald. This is Donald D tonight, and I know that Donald D and I would.
Come on, man. We all in the family, all in together now.
Yeah, help me with this interview historically,
50.
and we're celebrating. I mean, officially August 11th. It's the official, but we're celebrating the whole year, 50th anniversary of hip hop, and we are here to see this happen.
Okay,
yes, man.
All right,
definitely. For me, man, it's 47, 48 years for me, man. 48 years in hip hop.
Wow.
For me, it will be. It will be
46. Wow.
For me.
Well, I'm the baby of the bunch.
And we like to say out, and like I said earlier, we like to give a great accolades to one of the legendary pioneers in hip hop who helped pave the way to Theodore's older brother, Gene Livingston. Mean Gene turned 67.
Yeah. Grandwizzard.
Theodore. Your brother turned 67. He always argued that me, him, and Flash was the same age. I'm like,
Mean Gene Supreme.
Happy birthday to Mean Gene. Listen, Theodore, you're here with me tonight. I think Pete Nice is going to come in. My brother Donald D been in Italy for the last 55 decades. He's now here in the United States for the next year, I think. Donald D is here, my brother. I'm gonna ask you to let people know a little something about you from your beginnings, and if Theodore want to ask you a question, he quite well can ask you a question. I can ask you a question. If I see anybody typing in the question, we're going to do it like that for the next 50 minutes. This is VANSILK, Not in My House, on YouTube, rapstation.com, Hip Hop Guards. There you go, my brother Donald D. Bronx Donald D. There you go. Tell the people about you. From your beginning.
My hip hop started in the Bronx in 1978. I was in a group called the Assalam Brothers, along with my legendary brother Easy A.D., who wound up being part of the Cold Crush Brothers, and DJ Rashid. So that's our humble start on our journey in hip hop. And then from there, I got down with the Funk Machine / Mayberry crew with Africa Islam, Jazzy J, DJ Superman, MCs LJ and Kid Vicious, later on Elroy as the Funk Machine crew. But the crazy thing is, before I was even in hip hop, I used to go to 63 Park and watch this brother throw down with the L brothers, you know, just watching them do their thing, man. I used to go there and study Master Rob and Kevy Kev back then. Matter of fact, I used to say some of Rob rhymes, man. Quiet as kept. I said them all, even recorded them on some of my songs in Rhyme Syndicate, because, you know, they were dropping some legendary rhymes back then. So they gave me a vision, along with seeing Kool Herc, as well as Grandmaster Flash and Bam and the Zulus, man. So all of those cats played a part in help, you know, grooming me on to where I am today, man.
I don't know what happened to Theodore, But I definitely like to say, Donald, this is going to be a great night in hip hop. I like to shout out the Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs,
legendary,
RockSteady crew, brother. Listen, legendary. This brother has took the B-boy from first generation on and carried it on his back. I'm going to say that. And I don't care what anybody say. I don't know what happened to Theodore, but let me see if we can get Crazy Legs in here for a few minutes to say something to you, my brother. If Crazy Legs want to come on, let me see if I can get Crazy Legs in here. What up, Russell Robinson, my brother? Crazy Legs, you give him a few minutes. Donald D's in the building.
Crazy Legs, man. I was hanging out with Crazy Legs in Italy, man. He was over in Italy.
What's up, Crazy Legs?
What's up, Legs?
Donald D. I think Donald D is in his heart a B-boy more than an MC.
Man.
I don't know.
Hey, well, look, I had a short stint of trying to get on the ground and do moves, man, but I saw that my path was on the mic. But yeah, I mean, look at our group. We were called the B-Boys. Well, we still are called the B-Boys, and the B-Boys has always been in my heart. You know, just watching all your guys throw down.
So check it out.
And hold on 1 second. And Donald, this is your night, but you know what? I'm gonna make this a good night because Theodore's back. We got the legendary Crazy Legs here. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this moment. We gotta put other people in, so I need y'all to, like, you know, do your thing and let me let other people in. But Crazy Legs and Theodore, right now, y'all can take the platform with Donald D. I'm gonna enjoy this moment. I'm not in my house with VANSILK.
So you brought up Mayberry crew. I lived on Garfield Street. So I lived at 1661 Garfield Street. So the first two people I saw ever breaking back in like 76 was my brother and Islam. My brother was part organization crew when they had the cards before they became Zulu.
That's crazy. So, history right there.
So you knew Fat.
You talking about from Mayberry crew? No.
Yeah. No, Fat Jeffrey.
Yeah, but see, I come in a little later. So when you were there, I'm not knowing is at that point. I mean, is in 78. So I don't know. I mean, I know some of the cats in Mayberry, but Jeff, I don't really remember him.
Oh, he was like the lovable fat dude on the block.
Oh man.
Legs, I want to go to Puerto Rico. When you gonna bring me to Puerto Rico, man?
Let's try to do it. Yeah. Hey, Fat Jeffrey had an uncle, right? And he used to walk with a limp. And you know how fucked up we are in the hood. We make fun of people who had disabilities back then, like because we were ignorant. So he'd be walking up the block, and we'd be like, "Yo, where's Jeffrey?" He'd be like, "He in my back pocket."
That's crazy, man. Yeah, some hip hop stories.
Yeah, definitely. A salute to you, Crazy Legs, for all the stuff that you you know, doing in Puerto Rico and stuff like that, man. Salute, man. Salute.
Yes, my brother. You always looking out.
Yep. Salute, man.
But Theodore now, and I'm always gonna bring. I think I brought it up to him before. The one time that I heard that Theodore was cutting with handcuffs, I had to go see him at the Ecstasy Garage just for that. And when I went to go see him, I snuck out my house. I went to Pathmark, 207th Street in Inwood.
Oh, wow.
The
old Pathmark across the Mr. Deegan.
Bags with my cousin until we made about $5 because back then it was like $2 or $3 to get in, and we get a slice of pizza on the way over there. And then I walked, because I lived in Manhattan at the time, I'd walk all the way from Jerome back to Inwood, and then I climb up on the fire escape to sneak into my own home, and my mother would be waiting for me to punch me in my face.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And,
Yeah.
Theodore, you used to throw them hooky parties, man. When I was going to Morris, you were throwing hooky parties. We'd leave school and you'd be throwing down, man. I used to love that.
Well, my brother Mean Gene and Cordio, I mean, they was the one throwing all the hooky parties, man. I was just along for the ride, man. I mean, I was only like 13, 14 years old, so whatever my brother Mean Gene and Cordy did, I just went along with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can say they were good role models.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? This is so great. And I'm older than all y'all that I can learn from you. I can learn from Crazy Legs. I can learn from Donald. Yeah. We all can learn from each other because we all had different paths in life and what we did and what we call hip-hop.
Exactly.
You know, everybody have their own story of things that happened to them. And I come to the point to respect everybody, you know. Now, we ain't talking about who did what first or not. I'm talking to respect everybody's story. You know, I don't know what Crazy Leg was going through as a young kid growing up in the Bronx, and he wanted to go to a party and he couldn't come out. And I don't know what, you know, you Theodore being younger, because me and your brothers around the same age, and you know, Donald, you want to go out.
Sneaking out, man.
Tell your mother, I'll go to the store. I'll go to the store. I'll go to the store to buy you some ice cream, Ma, and take an hour to oh, they didn't have the ice cream. I could go to another store.
True
and listen,
story, man.
All kind of things to stay out when you couldn't stay out back in the day.
Hey,
you know, so
remember there was a bakery over by Crotona Avenue. We used to go there after the jams at like 3 o'clock in the morning and wait for them to load bread up into the back of the truck, go back inside, and then we run into the truck and get bread because we were starving and we were poor, but that's what we would do after the jams. We go there to steal bread, and that's how we survived.
Well, you know what? Listen, we all were poor.
Government cheese.
Came up in a time when government cheese.
Yummy.
If you had food stamps and you were standing on line and your friend got behind you, oh no, you could go in front of me. You know, oh, I gotta go get something else. And then you know where I lived at in Patterson Projects, the supermarket had the coins from the store. They didn't give you real coins no more. You know? And we all sold newspapers. We all collect comic book flip cards, playing radio leave your 80 days around the world, hot peas and butter.
Three-car Monty.
Oh, man, they stole my money.
Everything we did in the Bronx, nobody can take that from us. And what everybody put into hip-hop, from every ethnicity, every background, every story, every why did you do this, why did you do that? I applaud all you brothers that's sitting here right now and everybody that's watching, that we still are the original family.
Exactly.
Yeah, we the last to play in the streets. You know, we play scales, we play double dutch, we play basketball, we play football, we play ring of Levia. You know, we play all of that stuff, man.
Okay, but hold up.
The last to play in the street.
But I'm saying, you know, I be on the side watching the girls play double dutch. You know, I ain't participate, but I'm sitting there watching the girl from the third floor. You know what I'm saying? Play double dutch. But yo, we the last people to play in the streets, man. You know, it's just really crazy, man. You know, and around, if you look around, it was all abandoned buildings. You know, we didn't have no centers to go to.
Yeah, you know,
jumping off the fire escapes on bed mattresses in abandoned buildings. We did that.
Man. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
It didn't break no legs.
No.
And you know what? I did this interview recently, and they asked me what was probably the best thing about growing up when I did. And being that, you know, when you're growing up around domestic violence, alcoholism, there was like people fucking sniffing glue, taking heroin, all kinds of whack shit, and all the violence that went on. I answered by saying not knowing that wasn't okay was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because had we realized how bad of a situation we were in and not thinking like it was just another day in the hood, it could have got even worse for us in terms of mental health.
Absolutely, man.
You know, we would have been.
Absolutely. man. Absolutely.
And I like to say this. I enjoy this. This is Not in My House with VANSILK. Now we're part of Hip Hop Gods and Relaxation. And we're gonna continue on. Like I said, I just had a great conversation with Just Ice this week, and we're doing King Son. I'm doing the Boogie Boys. I hope to do Crazy Legs.
But
we on right now.
Right.
Yeah, we doing you now. Hey, yo, I like them sneakers. They came in the mailbox.
Boom.
But
hello?
Listen.
I want to get down with y'all. Y'all guys doing a lot of things with the sneakers, and I seen all the pictures with you, Theodore, and Legs, and all the other legends, man. How can I be part of that, man? I'm here.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me ask. Hold on. Donald, thank you for bringing that up. Hold on. Now, this is supposed to be Donald D's night, but being the fact Donald D want to know, because Donald D's here in the States, I was going to ask about being in Italy. Donald just asked a great question. Y'all just did a Bronx Nike 50 sneaker situation commercial with Ice Spice, and could y'all brothers tell us about that? Because this is all important to our hip-hop family.
Well, I think it started with me and Theodore trying to make sure that we ain't getting jerked. So I called Theodore, like, Theodore, what you going to ask for? I'm going to ask for this or whatever. So, because I feel like, number one, we shouldn't be cutting deals where we're looking at one of our peers or one of our elders getting jerked. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, me and Theodore were on the same page and we weren't getting jerked.
Yeah.
You know, that was the first thing that was important to me, because I think if we ain't trying to pull each other up when we have the opportunity to, or to make sure that the other person isn't getting jerked, we're not doing what we're supposed to do as a people. You know, so I mean, the experience was cool. It was a regular thing for me. I think it was. I like the idea that incorporated old and new, for the sake of relevance, because we bring people to those young people's world that wouldn't know them. They bring people to our world who are younger and may see us as irrelevant. You know, so I think it's important that that generational gap has has a consistent bridge being built. So I like that.
I want to say this to you, Donald. It's like, I really do think that, you know, you should have been down with that. Just like a lot of the other pioneers should have been down with that, because a lot of these companies, you know, we wore Converse, we wore Pumas, we wore Gazelle glasses, we had the boom boxes, we made all of these companies popular, you know? And it's only right, for these companies to come back and say, we want to make you a part of our celebration and stuff like that. Now, there's more companies that's stepping up, and there's more things that's going to be happen where the opportunity is going to come up again, and I'll definitely make sure that I keep you in mind.
All right, definitely, man. I'm on your side of the world right now, so come on, man. That's politics. And VANSILK, can I say something, Van? Because you was talking about with Chuck D, and that you merging with him on some things. But also Chuck D is one of not so many that's looking out for a lot of artists from back in the day, where we could still have a platform to put out music with his Spit Slam Records. So us, the B-Boys, got a new album coming out in February, as well as I got a Donald D album, and he got like Stetson Sonic on the label, and I even got a song called Hello that's featuring Chuck D and Ice-T on it that's really dope. We got a 50th anniversary anthem that's banging. So, you know, Chuck D has been looking out for a lot of us brothers throughout the years, man.
Yeah,
that's my brother, man. I love Chuck, man. Chuck, man.
Chuck is good people, man.
But you know what's so great about this? What's so great about this conversation here? I got three of the four elements sitting here right now, and I want to ask each one of y'all, from an MC to a B-boy to a DJ, y'all can take each other turns. Would you ever thought you would get to see 50 years in
Wow. I would definitely have to say no, definitely not, because our environment my environment is what made me who I am today. I mean, growing up, man, the 48 years of hip hop that I experienced with Grandmaster Flash and my brother Mean Gene, I've seen a lot, man. I've seen more than the average person that's doing this in hip hop and stuff like that. With the gangs, single parent homes. My mom's, she raised 5 boys and 2 girls and stuff like that. I didn't have a father figure in the house. You know, I didn't have nobody to teach me how to be a man. You know, I had to learn that on the streets, you know, and going to school for 10, 15 years and still not learning anything. Everything I learned was from the streets. Everything I learned was from listening to records, listening to Baby Huey, listening to Jimmy Castor Bunch, listening to James Brown, The Big Payback, I'm Black and I'm Proud and all that stuff, you know, and learning about how you know, how my Latino brothers and sisters played a major part in being a part of hip hop and stuff like that. Because we all lived in the same neighborhood. We all lived next door to each other. We all fought in the gangs together. We all went to school together. We played football, baseball, and all that together. And the answer to your question, I would never think that I would see 50 years of hip hop. I didn't even think I would see 30 years of hip hop. No way.
Wow.
Well, for me, I mean, I didn't think so in the beginning, but I think once it started going into making records, I thought it can continue. So once it went from the independents to the majors, I saw a whole shift, and I was like, wow, we can make a career out of this. And even when in America, the whole culture of all the elements wasn't so in demand or popular, I saw how it was continuing in Europe and in Asia. So yeah, I could see that 50 years it has lasted because it had continued throughout to other parts of the world. So here we are, 50 and counting.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? I was unfortunately living a double life when it came to being involved with hip hop, but at the same time living on the streets. It's another story for another time, but I could have easily have been dead 7 times, and I count that, you know. So, you know, I had a very interesting squad of people, so there was no telling, as a result of their own dealings or some of my dealings, that I would even make it this far. And I think turning around and stopping that double life was important for me to even see anything beyond hip hop at all, even have a child or anything like that. But I think I would say that probably rappers probably have more of a vision than anyone else, because there was a lane for rappers to have a recording career if they could bust through that door. Like there was no Broadway for b-boys, you know, or there were no galleries for graffiti writers yet. And you know, we're talking about a white world where you're a Black or Latino, and you know, like I went on an audition once, and the woman told me, "Hey, can you come back and dress more Latino next time?" No, but the messed up thing. Wow, she was Black.
Wow,
that
she will tell you as a Latino to dress more Latino.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, but she was working within a white
corporate
world, so
America.
Why she was operating. But I actually got blacklisted because I reported her.
Hey, Lord Jazz, Lord Jazz is in the house.
No more invites for interviews.
I see Brother B. Brother B from the B-Boys is up in the place to be. Yeah, my fam.
Hey, fellas, I got a job meeting right now, but I love
same
guys, man.
All right, Leg.
Have a great 23.
Salute.
All that good shit, and you're always one of my heroes. All of you have a very special place in my heart and the history that I've lived and enjoyed, whether I was part of your circle or not at different times.
All right, my brother.
All of you.
Salute, man.
You are in the circle, my brother, and I love you, man.
Exactly.
Man.
Thank you. One.
Okay.
All right.
Legs jumping in the place to be.
I like to say, I like to say there are other people that's been supporting our culture. Legs is trying to ice out. Hold on a second.
He said ice out.
Hold on.
Scratch Master Jazzy G is in the house.
Ice out.
So Donald D, you said you was back. So you're back here. You're back here in the United States.
Yeah, I'm in the States.
So how long you going to be here?
I'm gonna be here for. Yeah, I'm here for a while. I'm trying to politic and work. And you know what's funny? Being at how we all had started hip hop back in the days in the Bronx or whatever borough we was in. Me being in Italy, I got to see Theodore do a party in Italy.
Yeah,
I got
out there. Yeah,
hang out. I got to hang out when Legs came to Italy, and you know when Wiggles came, or when any of our old school come through Europe. For me, it makes me proud to see how what started back in the Bronx is travel, that we all have got passports and can travel the world and teach the world our art, which we do, whether we MC, b-boy, DJ, graffiti. Right. It's a whole open world for all of us, man.
Yeah, and Italy was beautiful, man. It was like one of my first time being there, man. And I was like, yo, this is beautiful. The food was beautiful. We went to the Italian restaurant. We got to make our own pizzas. We had some vino. You know, it was nice, man. I had a good time, man. It's beautiful out there. Beautiful.
What
vino.
What you was drinking?
Vino.
You know that word. Vino.
It was good, man. I had a very good time.
But let me say this real quick. I like to give a congratulatory shout out to LL Cool J and Rock the Bells for keeping our generation of hip hop going. As well, Chuck D and Hip Hop God, Rap Station. I like to give Hip Hop DX, Cal, Jay Quan, and those who write to keep us to keep people informed. Chuck Fremore at allhiphop.com. My man Steve Samuels at sohh.com. And hopefully we can get more hip hop websites to give us just, I talk to these guys all the time. Just give us a little patch. I understand you got to do the Baby and Gucci Mans and all that stuff for the clicks and bass, but get real hip hop.
Right.
Just give us a little door. Just give us a door. And that's why, and my brother DJ K Slay was very important. God bless his soul. Legends never die. When it came to the music and new MCs and artists, K Slay had an open door on his show. But I want to ask Donald a question, because when you left the Bronx and moved to Italy, as our brother Africa Islam left the Bronx and moved to Germany, what was it like when you first left?
Really, my journey went from the Bronx to Los Angeles with a little stop in Japan.
Right. Well, we was all in LA, but
because we were touring there with the Rhyme Syndicate. We did, I think, 5 or 6 tours. So I saw how Europe got down and was still loving the old school of hip hop, not just the current and what everyone's doing. Their whole foundation was based on the Wild Style movie. So I said, wow, I fit right in there. So me going to Italy at that time, my brother Phase 2 was out there. So I had somebody out there. That you had Muhammad, who was in Beach Street out in Italy. So there was some family already out in Italy that made it easier for me to be able to live there. But also at the time, my girlfriend, who became my wife, she's from Italy. So that whole merge, it was easy for me, man, just to be able to do hip hop and travel the world, where we wasn't judged or you weren't the latest current MC making hit records in America. I still had an audience in Europe that I could still tour all over Europe. So it's only right. You just go where the money is sometimes.
Yep. I was a witness to that. Yeah.
Well,
how long you been living
there now, 21 years, man. I did like 21 years. Can you imagine that?
So you're the original passport, bro.
I'm Don Corleone, man. I'm a Don over there, man.
He is.
CC.
Yeah, yep. I seen it when I went over there. I was like, yo, I see why you came out there. You created a path for yourself and stuff like that, and you were also educating people out there and then when we started coming out there, everybody was like, wow, you know, all his stories were true because we were talking about the same things when we came out there. Our stories were coordinated with each other. It's not like you were talking about one thing and then we came out there and we was talking about something else. We was talking about the same things, you know? And I had a great time. I had a great time when I went out there. Great time, you know?
Let me ask both of your brothers a question. With everything you know and all the knowledge you know, what would you do over? Would you do anything over or say, if I could get back 30 years in my life right now, we'll go back to Biff, Back to the Future, the wrong car.
Right.
Go to Biff, Back to the Future, and you can do something over. What would you do over?
You talking about in the music business or in life? In life.
In your life.
Well,
your life.
I mean, before I was doing this hip hop, I loved baseball. So if I had to go back, I would have focused on that. If I known that once we start making records, we was gonna be getting jerked from left to right. So if I could go back to any part that all the labels that all those early pioneers and legends was associated with, would have been fair and paid us like they were getting money. We all should have been getting money, because I always looked at it. It was older black men robbing young black teens, and where they know that the community we were coming from and living in poor conditions, we all could have had a piece of the pie. So I wish I could have changed that time period to where everybody got their royalties.
That's cool. There's so many things. One thing that I would have definitely changed, I would have created my own record company. You know, because there was a lot of record companies coming out, and I was looking for these record companies to sign with, and I should have had the mentality like, why am I trying to sign with these companies? Well, I can just make my own company, you know? So I should have just made my own record label, and I could have put out the music that I wanted to put out, and didn't have to worry about looking for these record companies, and I should have just did my own record company.
Right.
You know?
Okay, but let's be fair and square. We the pioneers of hip hop in the beginning. A lot of people that was in the music industry, from the Morris Levy, Paul Tanapool, that had Jackie Wilson at Paramount Record, Art Cass with Sutra. You had they had Jackie Robinson, Buddha Records, and all these labels. We had the Rifkins that had Spring Records. When we started doing what we was doing, everybody ended up in Harlem. Joy, Peter Brown, Johnny Solo on Wax, God bless his soul, and Paul Wimler. Now we went to a bunch of old men that didn't know nothing about what we was doing as teenage. Well, y'all was teenagers. I'm a few years older than y'all. So just think about when you talk. I got 12 or 13-year-old grandkids. They look at me like, how old are you, 80?
I understand what you're saying,
now, just think about it. Let's think about it. 12-inch records, no videos, no radio, no publishers, no nothing. Something that came from the mud, like, okay, you got bench players in the NBA today getting more than what Dr. J and Earl Monroe got.
Maybe their whole career.
Okay, so now you got players signing in hockey, $1.2 billion contract. I mean, in soccer.
Crazy.
So hold on a second. We can't have both, but you got to know how to manifest and monetize everything about you. You, as your person, is a brand. To monetize yourself in anything you do. Because I look at some of the things I've did and saying, well, damn, you got groups out here getting $400,000 a show. There's nobody in our generation that made $400,000 in one show.
Year.
You got some good that
even 1 year with a record, with a gold plate, with a gold record.
So now if you're a pioneer in the beginning, we could call it getting jerked because they got over on Frankie Lyman and all these
everybody
and everything. Yes. Yeah, okay. We could all eat that. But let's go back and look at this here. I'm Donald D. I can write a book. I can make my own baseball cards. I can make my own baseball cards.
You're
I can make this and that. I can monitorize.
Yep. Who's going to brand you better than you?
You don't have to be. You don't have to sell 1 million records. It's just your story and what you put in.
You're right.
Because you got to. If you go and look right now, you got some people that never sold 1 million records, but are making a lot of money because they know how to monetize themselves. They know how to brand themselves. Theodore is a brand, but he got to know how to exercise the brand outside. Okay, this is who I am, the inventor of the scratch. I'm the L brothers. I'm this. I'm that. You don't have to have 1 million people. All you need is 100,000, 150,000 people to just be in your circle. Because the artists today are not selling records because or getting signed or whatever because they are great artists. They're not artists. How many people follow you?
How many views?
What's the percentage we can make from you? See, you got 18 million followers. If you get 1.1% of 18 million, just like the girl Sweetie who dropped the album, but a lot of these girls in rap today, they're not worried about rapping. They're worried about selling their beauty, twerking, getting bags, getting these now. It's a different game. But you, Theodore, me, Van, you, Donald, you have to place yourself outside of our Facebook community, number one. Because nobody's spending money within our old school Facebook community. So now you got to generate new fans.
Which I've been doing for the last 20 years in Europe. Yeah,
but see, you got to know how to captivate. I only share my stuff to Facebook, but I'm on Instagram. But I don't buy followers. I'm on YouTube with my channel. I'm hitting 15,000 subscribers. But my point is reaching new people. We as older people have to work 5 times.
Exactly. That's right.
Like, yo, we 5 steps away from where it depends.
We
like, come on,
all senior citizens. I'll be 60 years old. I ain't scared to say it. I'll be 60 years old in 3 months. You know?
but hold on. But think about it. I'm going to interview Otis Williams from the Temptation on March 8th. He's 82 years old.
Yeah.
I'm going to interview Charles Wright, the way Express Yourself. I'm going to interview Ray Parker Jr. What I'm trying to say is monetize yourself. If you look at Country Wayne, I don't know if you follow Country Wayne on YouTube. 2 years ago, this guy was $12,000, got 10 kids. Now he got about 50 people. He's the hottest thing on YouTube. He just did his own independent movie. He got his baby mamas working on his skits and everything. This Country Wayne, K-O-U-N.
I know you're talking about,
his YouTube channel.
Killing him.
His YouTube channel is doing at least $5 million a month. Jesus is popping. And Donald, you can go in the studio and cut
that's what I've been doing. No, I got my studio right here in the basement right now.
Dog, do you know a lot of these rappers like Soulja Boy and them don't even go in the studio? They just sit in their living room. It's quiet. They cut their joints, and that's it. Dude, we got to get out of that. Oh, I got to go in the studio.
Yo, cut it and put it out.
That's it.
There's no middle.
Yep.
There's no middleman no
But
more.
you got to get your Spotify.
It's a whole new game.
No, but you got to get your Spotify,
a whole
your
new game.
Patreon, your Twitch. You got to get everything
That's right.
that these kids are on. Because today is simplicity.
Yeah, African Islam always talks about that.
Yeah.
You can go out and say, scratch my ass and wipe my balls and put a beat to it and throw it on TikTok with some young kid. Everybody want to do scratch your ass and wipe.
That's right.
No, it's
that's right.
Just the world we live in.
That's right.
Forget about music being in the Library of Congress. There's none of this stuff. Nobody like Glorilla, because she sound like a dude. She ain't no great MC or rapper, but she sounds hard. And today, women are masculine.
Yep.
That's why she's winning. But I don't want to get off the subject. I just like to say, we got 13 minutes left before they kick us off, because it's funny, they did it to me the other night, and I was waiting for Pete Nice to come in, but that's all good. Rhyme Syndicate, Donald, Ice-T.
It was great.
What was that like?
I mean, I met Ice-T in 1985. African Islam took me over to LA. First time I got to, mingle with Ice and get to know him. 88. Did the Rhyme Syndicate Coming Through compilation. That same year I moved to LA. The rest was history. Got to collaborate with Ice and produce a lot of songs with him. He helped me on my albums. I got to tour the planet with Ice, man. Ice is a generous brother, helped me out through a lot of hard times and everything. True real dude, man. One of the realest dudes ever in this music business, when there's so many snakes and conniving people. See the Ice-T brand? I got the Ice-T headphones right here. You know what I'm saying? It's called Ice Design Labs out of Vegas. It's his brand. What's good?
Al Scratch.
Now, I hope this is.
It is.
Yes,
this is Al Scratch, my brother.
It is.
That's my homie. One of the greatest rap songs ever written.
Yo,
Al Scratch.
I just want to say, yo, man, I appreciate all y'all, man, because y'all the ones who paved the way. Y'all laid the bricks down on the ground for which these young kids is walking on, and even myself today. So I take my hat off to y'all first and foremost. It's all about the ancestors.
Thank you.
We ride.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Peace.
Thanks, my brother.
You know what I mean? And thank you, man, for being on the forum, man. This is good. This is good information. And I think y'all right, man. It's kind of like our community. We got to get together. You don't need millions. A humble man don't need millions. We were once an elite, exclusive group where we were in packs and parks, and we were successful with that. You understand?
Yeah.
Successful with that. So like you said, it'll take maybe 100,000 people. Sometimes 50,000 people. If 50,000 people want to spend $10, $20 with you, you could be a set man for life.
That's right.
People want the glamour and the fame and all that. But we who are lovers of the culture know that's not what's necessarily required to make a man whole and complete. Because we was
that's real right there.
We respect the artistry when there was no money involved in it.
That's real. Yep.
And Al, hit me with your number, brother, because I definitely need to talk to you, man. It's like a pleasure for you to come on here, man. I just see it said Al Scratch. I was hoping you said, I hope it was ill Al Scratch.
There's only one. There's only one, man.
Right.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful.
Yes.
You gotta be careful on Instagram.
There's only one.
It could have been
only one original.
You know what I'm saying?
There's somebody else who has the name out there, but I got it. It's trademark stuff like that. But it's incredible to see how and back in the days, remember we used to say biters in the city?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
When people that was a no-no in the culture, remember?
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like an elder statesman told me, Al, look at that as you inspired and influenced someone so much that they gravitated towards your energy and stuff. They can't let it go. So I flipped it to a positive, because you look at it like, yo, you biting my style, what are you doing?
Right.
Like,
Right.
That energy rubbed off on somebody so much, they highly inspired by you. So
Yep.
Lord Jazz said there's some fake ones out there. I see Lord Jazz said, what up to you, Al?
What up, brother? Peace and blessings.
Yeah, I hit Lord Jazz and everything. But it's so funny, man, because this was about Donald D, and we're going to do another one because Donald's going to be here for a while. and I have something in the works, but it's great to have Theodore on because I like people to see us together as black men, number one, set an example that we're not on here. Oh, nigga, you, fuck you, nigga. Oh, nigga, nah, nigga, you. No, I'm not with all that. And you know, that's what the whole internet is filled with every day. You get up in the morning, I take 30 minutes before I look at my phone because you don't know
drama.
what you want to see. You know, and I'm proud that you brothers, you know, that we can have black men conversation, we can have grown men conversation, because we as elders, we need this. And Theodore and you, Al, and Donald, there's a lot of our brothers that are not here. That, you know, that I could tell you from AJ to Lubbock, Starsky. I mean, let's go to Dow C. I mean, we just go down the line of brothers that left us in young age. Chris Marky D, Ecstasy for Houdini, K. Slade, Kango had cancer 2 months before me. I mean, if you think about it, we gotta do the legacy for them as well. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. See, I'm gonna break it down to you. There's two type of pioneerism legends. Those who had jobs and retired and still did this, and those who didn't have no job because, yo, man, I'm waiting for that record. And you know what I'm talking about, Theodore. You know, y'all know. The ones that worked and retired, did it, and the one that just didn't work. Like, yo, man, I just need one record. Just like the first crack, just like the first hit of crack. You're not going to get that again. You 60 years old. You know, everybody had a whole year in their crib doing COVID. You could have wrote a book.
I did.
You don't need nobody to give you the money to write your book. You could have had your book uploaded on Amazon Prime. Or you just need somebody.
That's it.
Can you formulate my book?
Yep.
Why we still need people to give us money? I mean, there's certain money for certain things, but you don't need, like Kanye West. Well, I need somebody that could have made the White Lives Matter t-shirt. Like, yo, dog, anybody we know could have made those t-shirts. Now, you can't make sneakers because that's a big business. Nobody, if you ain't got $500 million to put out just one set of sneakers, forget about it. I don't care what you do. But my whole point I'm trying to say is, us brothers, you, Ill, Donald, there's no reason why y'all shouldn't be recording, have 300 songs in your catalog. Theodore, you should have been doing mad. I mean, you do a lot of things. But
I'm going to do more. Trust me.
I'm doing more this year. Yep. I'm working with the.
I ain't gonna stop until they throw dirt on me.
It don't matter how, but you know what? It don't matter how old you are. It matters about how many people like what you're doing. I mean, if you look at Chuck D and Public Enemy and Flavor Flav and them, they haven't been signed to no record label the last 25 years. Chuck put everything out. Until they wanted to go to Def Jam, and because Flav wanted to do the deal, that last album, Enemy of the State, and they're not on Def Jam no more. But Chuck owned everything. I mean, it's no reason that you should not be recording, putting in the catalog. That's what these young rappers do today. Young Thug and these dudes is recording records, and Future is recording 2 and 3 albums. NBA Youngboy don't even tour. But there is listen, all you got to do is learn to build your base and following. What the young kids go on, Patreon, Twitch, whatever they on, you should be signed up, upload your music. Because you got old people trying to act young.
That's
Give them something different. Be consistent.
That's right.
In the world we live in, it's not 3 channels no more with the local channel. You can lay in your bed and watch YouTube all day and don't even need TV no more.
That's right.
So consistency, my brothers.
That's right.
I appreciate that, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's why people see me. People see me, and you know, it's like I do 15, 20 cities, and they say, "What are you doing?" So I'm teaching Scratch Academy classes. I've been there for 23 years.
Right.
I'm part owner. I'm part owner. You know. I go to every city. I teach a Scratch Academy class. I do a venue at night. Go to the hotel, go to sleep, hit the next city.
Right. There you go.
Keep it going. That's it.
On the move.
That's it. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about. So Van, you're gonna do the Rap Mania 50th anniversary?
I'm doing a Rap Mania part. Oh, you think you're funny?
Hey, 50th anniversary.
I'm doing a park jam in the Bronx, a free park jam. Hit me up. I ain't got your number. Theodore, I was calling you, but you know, I'll call Theodore in the morning when I take my grandkids to school, because I know Theodore will be out in the mornings. But I'm not going to give the names out, but it's the groups that people that had the next set of hits. They're not the Slick Ricks and the Dougie, but the groups that had the other records. I got 22 groups already agreed upon to do the free park jam. And you know, I'm gonna keep it real honest with you. I'm not even going to front. I got Donald
D Boys, Donald D and the B Boys.
T-Ski Valley.
D-Boy Suit.
T-Ski Valley. The Boogie Boys. I talked to Ramon. I talked to Tracy Lee.
Every show that do.
I talked to Cutmaster DC.
Right.
Lakim Shabazz.
I want to hear Al Scratch do where my homies at the park jam.
I'm getting ready to say that too. Hell yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. JC for a strong
legendary.
Kill Rob,
legendary.
Got the power.
Rockmaster Scott.
Rockmaster.
There you go.
Scott.
Sparky D. Skinny Boys. The Almighty Force Brothers from Queens. Mikey D. Here's one for you.
Oh, King Son.
Mythological.
Oh my God.
Divine Sounds. This, whatever's left of the disco 4, I say, yo, Al. Chop and screw, you know, put it together.
Star Child.
Yep.
Ooh.
Blase.
When the East is in the house.
Get on board, G.O.B.
And today, I talked to Ray Vaughn. He said, I'm going to talk to Johnny.